Please take a second to subscribe, then like and share afterwards. We can really use your support. Thank you. And the dragon was enraged with the woman, and he went to wage war with the rest of her children, who keep the commandments of God and hold the testimony of Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah. Revelation 12:17. We now arrive at the promised episode where we explore who is this verse refers to in Revelation. Thwarted in his pursuit of the woman's child, the dragon makes war with the rest of her children. Who then are they? If the woman is Israel, and the woman's child is Jesus, they must in some way be children of Israel. So then, who can they be? There are two possible answers. One more specific, the other more universal. The more specific is that these children are the flesh and blood children of Israel, the Jewish people who follow the Messiah, as in the apostles, disciples, and believers who, at the very beginning of the age, made up the majority of the faith and gave to the world the gospel. The more universal answer is that these rest of her children refers to all believers, those who follow the Messiah of every nation, tribe, and tongue. But if they are not born of Israel, how could they be called her children? The answer, according to the New Testament, is that they are her children, that every true follower of Messiah is, by the Spirit, a child of Abraham, adopted into God's household, and spiritually Jewish. Likewise, the faith known to the world as Christianity was born of a Jewish womb, of the matrix of Israel. Then what does the dragon's war against these other children mean? It means that just as he has waged war against Israel, he will wage war as well against her spiritual children. It means that the people of Messiah, believers of all nations, those whom the Bible declares to be children grafted as a branch into the olive tree, Israel, by virtue of the new birth, will likewise be the object of the dragon's wrath. So it was the dragon who caused the emperors of Rome to wage war against the early Christians, to demonize them, imprison them, have them crucified and torn apart by wild animals. It was the dragon who caused the rulers and chieftains of other kingdoms and other lands to wage war against those who brought them the gospel, or who, of their own people, embraced it. But the rest of her children has an even more specific focus. The dragon's pursuit of the woman's children in Revelation 12 comes in the context of his pursuit of the woman in the last days, when Israel will have returned to the world. So the dragon's war against the woman's children will especially center on and reach its most intense state at the end of the age. This goes hand in hand with what is revealed of the beast in the following chapter of Revelation. It was granted to him to make war with the holy ones and to overcome them. Revelation 13:7. This in turn matches the words given in the book of Daniel concerning the beast and God's people. And the holy ones will be handed over to him. Daniel 7:25. So what does this all mean for the believer, for the true Christian, for those who keep the commands of God and the testimony of the Messiah? Piecing together the prophetic keys, we are given a picture. The end of the age will see a great persecution waged against the followers of Messiah. The persecution will not come out of the blue. The Antichrist's rule will come in the context of a culture and world prepared for and conducive to it. So too with the persecution of God's people. The signs of its coming will appear before its full manifestation. When the Apostle Paul speaks of the Antichrist and Messiah's second coming, he says, "That day will not come unless the falling away comes first, and the man of sin is revealed." 2 Thessalonians 2:3. So we must first see a falling away, the Greek being apostasia, an apostasy, a falling away from the faith. Have we seen this happen in our Western culture? Yes, indeed. Our once Christian civilization spanned the Western Hemisphere, as we've already explored in previous episodes. It is no accident that our governments, which have once upheld the gospel, are increasingly targeting, persecuting, prosecuting those who uphold the gospel within their jurisdictions. Donald Trump may have slowed this down with his first and now second term in office, but the hatred from the left persists. Just days before creating this video, evangelist and conservative speaker Charlie Kirk was killed for the biblical views he held as he preached the gospel across America. This, by definition, is a modern-day martyr. We are witnessing a creeping, incremental, progressive totalitarianism in which government, economics, and culture are being weaponized against biblical and traditional values. Though masked in progressive terminology, it is nevertheless a manifestation of totalitarianism seeking to ban, cancel, deplatform, defund, fire, expel, and imprison those who don't affirm it. It even seeks to arrest someone praying across the street from an abortion clinic. The persecution at this stage is still light, but it is undeniable. This is how it began in Rome 2,000 years ago. So what happens to a civilization that has known God but then departs from Him? One does not need to look much further than the Soviet Union or Nazi Germany. As we spoke about it in this episode, when God is driven out of a house or someone's body, the enemy enters in with numerous other spirits to enforce its possession. So, the remnant of God's people who remain on earth after the rapture must prepare for persecution. The church will grow quickly once again, once the rapture confirms everything they heard, but they will face severe times. The beast will war against the saints. The dragon will war against the rest of her children. And as long as they do not fall away from the faith under this pressure, they will be able to join the rest of the church and Jesus Christ when He returns to reign for an entire millennium. Here on Secrecies Uncovered.